This is recording.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'm going to go over how to make these little gummy things, which are edible, and this one's missing tops, but we don't have to talk about that part. Okay, you start with a half a cup of cold water. I put it in the fridge before I do it for like 10 minutes and just let it get cold. And then you start with a quarter cup of the white Caro syrup. You put the Caro in here, which I did, and then our battery died, so we had to start the video over so you guys don't have to watch the dumping. So you mix that up until it's completely clear, and you need 2 packages of this Knox gelatin and 1 box of jello, whatever kind of jello you want to use. One of these little squirt bottles will come in handy. You don't have to have it. But leave your stove off, and then pour this business in here. And I use a whisk because it's quicker, but you want to pour all of your jello packet in there, and then both packets of your gelatin. You smell that? The watermelon one is super overwhelming. Hang on, I need my whisk. Okay. Now, this part takes a few minutes because the gelatin like clumps together. It doesn't, I don't know, it's not, it's weird. Everybody can see that. So, it takes a couple minutes, I guess. Sorry. If we knew how to edit these videos, I'm sure she would help me do that, but
I have to look it up.
we don't know how. So this one's just going to be rough. Alright, so once you have it to where all your little chunks, like there's a couple in here. Once the big chunks are gone, then you want to turn on your stove. I put mine in between the 3 and the 4, not really like too close to either one, but like right in the middle. And then this part, mine takes about 3 minutes or so, and you stir it every minute so that it doesn't cake to the bottom or burn or anything. But you let it sit for a minute, stir it a little bit. So unfortunately, since we don't know how to edit, you guys are gonna watch a pot for a minute and listen to us talk about random stuff, I guess. Okay, so after I do all of these gelatins, this one I'll have to scrape out and cut the top. I guess you can, here, you can put that over here.
So, is this done?
Yeah, turn it over here. This is the orange gelatin that's already made. And the reason, here, bend down here. The reason that it's sitting is because you see how it's clear down here, but it's like smoky up here, and it's got bubbles up here. If you let it sit like this, all the bubbles and stuff will go to the top, and then you can just get a knife and like pry it out of the glass and put it back on the stove on like 2 or 3 and let it melt down, and then your gummies will be super clear because like, see how the top of this guy is clear? Like they look clear like this, but you see how when you flip them over there's bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's coming to the top of this.
Okay.
So if you let it all get to the top, then you can reboil it down or whatever, and like it makes them all completely clear. That's why some of them are clearer than others, because those are obviously from the earlier batch.
Okay.
But now these are the silicone molds that you can get on Amazon or eBay or wherever you want to get them. You need to make sure that they're completely dry. You don't want water inside of the bubbles because the little nodges will fall off. Like that. So. And then this silicone piece is made from an actual Lego, and you can buy, hang on, let me stir this. You can buy at Michael's. It's that little case, and it is $15. It's 2 tubes of mold that you mix together, and you roll it into a ball, get it all one uniform color. You stick your Lego in it and like make your little mold, let it sit for 20 minutes, and then you have this nice little Lego mold here. So, works out really nicely. And you can heat it up to 350 degrees, or you can stick it in the fridge or whatever. They're dishwasher safe and all that. So these are really good. Alright, so we'll let that sit for another minute and then do it. But yeah, see how it's just steadily clears up. It's nice. Works out. It really turned out to be a simple project. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was like
Pretty easy too.
right, I was waiting for something like crazy, but no, it just turned out to be a really simple little deal. And it makes a bunch of them actually. Like this orange one, the reason it's in here is because it was a bigger box than the regular size box. See this box?
Oh wow.
That was a bigger box. So, but like it makes a bunch. Okay. Okay, so you want to stir it like this, and you want to get it all to a uniform gelatin. Man, that smell
So how long does this
strong.
take?
It's not done. After I stir this, we're going to go over to the sink and we're going to pour it into that thing because I'm an easy person. Alright, so it's all a uniform gelatin, a nice jello. So we'll turn that off and get our little bottle like this.
Oh, I don't want to get dishes.
I know, right? My house is filthy because I've been making all these birthday jellos and cakes and everything else. So, what's the matter, buddy?
He's drinking.
Oh, alright. Alright, now you take all your little trays and your little bottle that you now have filled up with your gelatin. Make sure you get the lid on it. Mine, I think, leaks. So you want to fill it up like that, and then they do tend to shrink a little bit when they're curing if you leave them out on the counter. If you stick them in the fridge, you leave them sit for about 3 hours, and you can pull them out of the little setup real easy. If you leave them on the counter and you're not going to put them in the fridge, then you have to leave them sit for, I think, 5 hours. But I put mine in the fridge because I like them colder. So, just that easy, guys. Fill them all up and you got a bunch of Lego jellies. These ones are a lot deeper than the ones if you make them from your own Legos. So, and I kind of used some of these for lollipops. So I can't like that one. I didn't realize it was a lollipop one, but now I will have Jello on my cookie sheet. I mean, you see how many it makes?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
pretty
crazy?
good.
Like, oh wow, ran out right there on the last one. So that one's gonna be nice and bubbly on the bottom. But so there you go. As long as you don't have a lollipop hole cut in it, it won't leak out like that. But do me a favor, Matthew, open that fridge for mommy, please.
What's that, baby?
Thank you, honey. Alright. There we go. And then in 3 hours time, you will have Jello Legos of all shapes and sizes and flavors and colors. Matthew, honey, you gonna help mommy pick those up, or we're just gonna walk by them? Okay. That's it. Swap. Yep.